My name is Cristian Burgos. I have two questions for you today. Who was the first person to walk down this road I'm walking right now? And who will be the last person standing where you are standing at this very moment?
Humans come and go with time, but structures outlive countless eras.
Have you ever been on a place that has existed in the past, still exists in the present, and will exist in the future?
Where should I go to see old architecture? After asking around, I was able to find a very old village. Will I discover an old future here?
Hey, Mr. Tändler. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Christian.
Hello, call me Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. Oh,
nice to meet you. My name is Daniel Tändler. I'm an architect from Germany.
Wow, I mean, this place looks amazing. How old is it?
Yeah, it's probably something between 18 and 100 years old.
100 years old? Wow, it probably has a lot of history.
Yeah, it does.
As architect Antoni Gaudi once said, nature is architecture by God. I think man's architecture that bears the closest resemblance to nature is Hanok.
So if you want to do some remodeling here, do you have to destroy everything in order to build it again?
Actually, we'll try to save a lot of the original structure and save some of the original features of this Hanok, because it's an historic building and you don't want to just get rid of it and build something new.
Yeah.
His philosophy on Hanok remodeling is clear. Save the original framework while leaving room for future possibilities.
You can also see this main beam, we call it Tedulbo. It's really huge, but it used to have a representative function and you'd like to show that you're well off, so they put a beam much bigger than you would actually need for structural reasons.
Oh, okay, okay. Wow.
So this is the sleeping room we call Ampang in Korean.
The sleeping room?
Yes. This was the place above the kitchen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, his mother is Korean. He remembers playing in a Hanok as a child, a fond memory that he seems to cherish. In the end, his fascination with Hanok made this economics major study architecture. In other words, this old building has changed his life.
What could you tell is the difference between the traditional German architecture and the Korean one?
Well, I would say one of the main differences is that in Korea, you have one distinct traditional form of buildings here, because Korea had been a unified country for centuries,
yeah,
right?
That's right.
Unified and centralized. So we have one building style throughout the country. Regional differences, of course, since Germany was just unified in the 19th century. And according to the regions, building styles were very different, different materials.
How much?
1 meter and 81.
Oh, that's perfect for my room.
He isn't interested just in Hanok. His dedication to preserving the past can be seen throughout his life and work.
Please come in.
Wow, what is this place?
It's our office.
Is your office?
This is our office, yes.
For real?
Even the tattered columns and frame somehow seem sophisticated and not at all aged. It is a strange feeling.
It looks so different from outside.
It does. I can show you a picture how it looked like before. This is what it looked like at the beginning.
Looking at old and shabby structures actually gets his adrenaline running. To him, old spaces are like a blank state where his imagination can run free, just like this office.
So this was our first office, actually, which was a hanok, and it was awesome. It was a wonderful building.
Wow.
Yeah.
A hanok facing demolition was reborn as a guest house for tourists. It's the kind of project that Tändler enjoys.
Is this a guest house? It's part of the guest house?
It's part of the guest house, yeah. So we have these little cabinets. It's like a group space, but everyone has its own like cabinet, which you can close the curtains.
It looks really cozy. It looks really good.
Without a doubt, transforming old structures to meet the present-day needs, it's an arduous task. However, the rewards of his work keep him going.
The layout of modern hanoks, it's not so much different from traditional hanoks, but of course everything inside is adjusted to modern needs. So you have, of course, modern heating system, a modern kitchen and bathroom.
It's like a smart hanok.
He says that his favorite alley is here. This place holds a special meaning for this architect who breathes new life into the past.
Where are we?
We're in Sandow.
Wow, it's pretty nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Why do you like this place?
Well, actually, I did my graduation project at university about this area almost 10 years ago.
Unlike Bukchon, made up of luxurious houses, Sandow was created as a residential area for the working class in the late 1920s. Ever since, a redevelopment plan fell through, new ideas swept over the neighborhood.
You see, it's not a traditional hanok, but the original structure is left, the wooden structure, and young people come into this area and have creative ideas, open shops, and doing things. So I like this about it. Like you can feel like it's getting alive again.
The rustic structures are preserved, but dressed in the modern colors of today. The efforts to revive the buildings seem to have worked for the old village. It's now a local attraction.
Wow.
So, shall we have a coffee here?
Wow, this place is so nice.
How many Germans will have a childhood memory of running around in the front yard of a hanok? To him, hanok might represent his wish to turn back time. And now, since hanok is part of his job, it also represents the past, the present, and an old future that lies ahead of him.
What kind of architecture do you want to create in the future?
For the future, we're also working on new hanok.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll have to find a way to embed this stunning architecture into the future.
Daniel Tändler. What is it that he really wants to protect?
Sandow used to be a waterway. Years have gone by since then. turning into a street, always bustling with people.
Although what passes through it has changed, its identity as a passage remains the same.
This structure was created by applying the concept street to architecture. So it's not enough just to look at the structure. Samtikil's true value can only be realized on foot.
A gentle stroll along the walkway brings you face to face with the sky and the mountains. This structure is less of a building and more of a street. A piece of art that remains a harmonious part of nature, no matter how much time passes by.
A reproduction of the neighborhood, which has existed as a street from the past to this day. It represents an old future.
Of course, there is much more to Seoul than its old future. After all, it's one of the fastest changing cities in the world.
Hello, Christian.
Hey!
Hi, I'm Simone.
Oh, you're Simone, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, you got a nice ride here.
Hello, I'm Simone Carena. I'm from Italy. I'm an architect. Would you like to come along?
Oh, can I?
I brought a helmet for you.
Oh, that's really nice. Where are you gonna take me?
I'm going to take you around by motorcycle to see some building nearby.
Okay, I'm off for it.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, one, ready, go!
Simone Carena is an Italian architect and a biker. He is particularly impressed by Seoul's unpredictability. As a man who enjoys speed, Simone finds the fast-changing city inspirational. What is it about them that has captivated him?
Wow, that was fast.
It's a good ride.
Oh, that was a good ride. Where are we?
So we are in front of the most interesting gate of the Seoul wall.
Why?
Because it's the door that was kept closed until midnight. And at midnight they would open and they let the dead body come out of the city.
Wow.
So there's a flow of ghosts coming still through this door.
Together with Sosomun Gate, Hwanghimun Gate was used to carry out corpses. To Simone, Seoul is like one big gallery he can tour on his motorcycle, and this gate is a piece of art that made him rethink about the meaning of life.
Wow, actually, the ceiling is higher than expected.
But the painting is quite interesting
Wow.
because there's a dragon and there are all the symbols for this transformation from the world of the living and the world of the dead. So if you go this way, you're dead and you're coming out of the city. It's a true gate. It's a true
Yeah.
gate.
Buildings without doors don't exist. To humans who make countless choices in their lifetime, doors are like passage they cannot avoid. So imagine the importance of this gate, which stands between life and death.
Well, we are near a gate about death, and the tomb is actually the first sign of architecture because it's something that you build to remember. So it is a time machine, and it's supposed to last a long time. You think of the pyramids. So the gate, all these big structures, they are here to remind us about the great things done by the people who commissioned them and built them.
Whereas Hwanghimun is a structure that is related to death, this white building speaks of life itself.
Well, this is a woman's clinic, and it's a building that was designed to kind of inspire the beginning of life. So we're on the same line of the wall, the soul wall.
Yeah.
And we saw the door of the dead.
Yeah, right there.
And this kind of close the cycle by the building for the life.
The end is another beginning. I wonder what it was like to look at the birth of a new life in the face of death. All he needs is his motorcycle to enjoy countless pieces of artwork that the city has to offer. To Simone, Seoul is truly like a huge gallery.
Wow!
It's great, eh?
Now, meet his favorite piece in the entire gallery.
It's amazing! Oh, where are we? Where is this place?
This is a church that you cannot tell if it's new or old. So it's a great example of a ruin, a contemporary ruin.
Wow!
Because it's made with the bricks that are broken and positioned as if they were broken by time, but it's artificial.
For real?
Gyeongdong Church is a structure that represents the flow of time, the walls portraying its countless layers. One can only witness its true beauty by leaving all worldly affairs behind and following this path.
I love how the trees are like pasted to the wall.
Yeah, actually
And
all the
what
building
is-
is covered, and this is one entrance.
Wow!
At the end of the long stairway is this door that leads to the chapel, a reward at the end of the climb. Designed to minimize the intrusion of light, it has been compared to a mother's womb. Perhaps that is why it feels as if I were in someone's warm embrace.
Do you think all those trees, like they're really close to each other?
Yeah.
Do you think they're connected in some way?
Yeah, I think so, because it's all about humanity, and so you have life, you have death, and you have this mystery of what's happening after death. So this is one of the versions. It's a Christian church, but it's the community that matters. And
Yeah.
as the tombs, as the gate, as the clinic is made for the living, not for the dead.
Yeah.
And our idea of this connection with what's before and what's after. So I think it has a potential of traveling within our limitation and thinking farther than that. So it's another gate somehow. So this is the market that is around our office, and it's the oldest market in Seoul.
Oh, really?
So follow me. It's going to be a very steep stairs.
Okay. Whoa! Whoa!
There's pipe and everything. Be careful.
Whoa, it's really narrow stairs.
It's an adventure, like anything.
Oh.
It's always a video game.
Wow.
All we did was to look around the city, but it feels as I've been on an adventure. I came across so many surprises while tagging along with him. I suddenly wonder what values he wishes to instill in his structures.
What does it mean?
Moto elastico is a composition of moto, movement, and elastico, which is something elastic that comes back.
Okay.
So it's a dynamic view of architecture, of design, because you at least you have 2 points of view,
Yeah.
or the transition between the 2 points of view.
Korea, Italia.
Yes, yes.
Portfolio here, like something you can show me.
Yeah, I have kind of a magic portfolio.
Oh, what is this?
So in the age of
Yeah.
digital portfolio, we have a physical one.
Oh. Wow. So many.
This is his portfolio. Everything in his office is a symbol of Moto Elastico. it's an eye-opener.
How? What? Oh. What were they thinking? Oh my God, what is this? Wow.
Look at the view.
Wow.
A narrow and steep stairway hides a treasure-like scenery. Who would imagine that this is what awaits the steep climb?
You have to keep renovating, right?
Yes, you have to renovate, but you have to keep the roots because as we
cannot
will
lose
see, yeah, it's what's there, what's
Yeah.
in the site, and how you can deliver that to the next and next and next generation. So there's renovation, but there's also tradition.
They might have been built in the past, but old structures still hold great value to those living in the present. To Simone, the city is a gallery filled with old futures. Have you heard the saying that one is truly dead only when he's forgotten by all? This is a structure that was built in memory of an individual who has long passed. Here, he continues to live on.
네, 요
네.
밑에 한번 보실까요? 원고가 하나 보이시죠?
네.
하늘과 바람과 별과 시입니다.
죽는 날까지 하늘을 우리러 한 점 부끄러움이 없기를
입새에
입새에
이는 바람에도 나는 괴로워했다.
This building houses everything that is related to Yoon Dong-ju, the beloved Korean poet.
시인과 가장 많이 닮아있는
네.
이전시 씨를 제가 소개시켜 드릴게요. 네, 이쪽으로 오십시오. 어때요?
와우.
마음이 확 열리는 것 같지 않나요?
The original host of this venue was water, more specifically, a water tank. A closed-down water pressurization facility and water tank have been reborn as a place that best depicts the poet's world.
여기서 보이는 파란 하늘과 구름과 바람과 별을 보면서 시인이 쓰셨던 시 자화상을 떠올렸습니다.
와.
자화상 안에
네.
우물이 등장을 해요.
아.
그래서 저희는 윤동주 문학관의 건축 컨셉을 우물로 하자는 아이디어를 여기서 얻었습니다.
Yoon Dong-ju died in a coal cell in 1945. To this poet, forever 28 years old, our present was probably a future that he could not even picture. Here lies an old future that he could not have imagined.
Old traditions were probably just trends that reflected their times. Trends that managed to withstand the passing time become traditions in the future. An old future, perhaps, it's a synonym for tradition.
An architect is destined to perform two roles. The role of a designer for the future and the role of a defender of the past.